Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Alaska Woodyard. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jill.
We are here in South Central Alaska. We have a firewood business in our woodyard. We do cut split firewood, saw logs. We have a small sawmill, an old one. We deliver wood, and Jill is a lifelong Alaskan, and I'm a newbie. 18 years I've been here. We have a background in in logging, firewood, and heavy equipment operator. And Jill has done some alpaca.
I do rescued animals. I did until we retired. I rescued alpacas and llamas. We still have some animals here on the property. But the woodyard is taking up a little more time.
So as a retirement, we're fortunate not to have it as our primary income. We're doing well with it, very busy. Supplying a need, I guess, for Alaskans. The people that are in the wood business here are all busy, trying to keep up and get ahead for winter. And this year we're trying to get some seasoned dry wood ahead. And we did have some ahead, about 35 cord. It sells fast if it's dry. And I say we retired last year, kind of done this as a hobby, and through our experiences in life, we'd like to share some of that with you on our channel. Hopefully we can give you some of the insight of Alaska life. We hunt, fish, grow our own food, kind of live off the land. We're not off grid. We're about 25 miles from a major town. Beautiful scenery. We have mountains. Very fortunate to have some acreage here. And Jill, like I said, has been here her entire life. She's been on this property for 25 years.
The woods that we have is a little bit different than down there in the States. We have cottonwood, we also have spruce, and we have birch. Those are our primary woods up here, but most people only burn birch.
Okay, we'd like to give you a little tour of the woodyard. We've got some a little bit different equipment here than they use on lower 48. We have to pick up our own wood for the most part. It's the 2 or 3 local people that do deliver are very busy. It's hard to get the wood delivered to the yard. And we have some older equipment, and we're fortunate enough to have some new equipment. So we'll start out, we have, this is kind of Jill's favorite old tractor. We use the Oliver tractor, and these are grain elevators we picked up in the Pennsylvania area and brought up to stack the wood. And then we bought a new Cord King firewood processor last spring. It's been a phenomenal machine. It's flawlessly works perfect every day. We absolutely love it. It's been a big labor saver for us.
Game changer.
It's been a real game changer, the wood we produce. And also a year and a half ago, we picked up this log trailer. It's self-loading. It was made in Maine. It's called a log dog. We pull it with our pickup, and the wood we get is harvested from mostly building sites in the Mat-Su Valley. The Matanuska Valley is very well populated, growing, and the contractors are clearing lots for houses. So we're fortunate enough we have to buy the wood, buy the birch. We cut it up tree length. They cut the wood down for us, and then we load it tree length and chop it into 16-foot pieces and bring it home, and we stockpile it. And we do sell some of these logs whole delivered. Some of the customers like to cut their own wood, and we bring some of the wood home and process it, and some of it gets delivered right from the job site. And then we have, of course, the pickup, and we have a couple forklifts. So we use this forklift around. The log lift bags, we use a few of the log lift bags to store some of our dry wood. They've been working okay, and the forklift, it's an older forklift, and it works fine. They pick a lot of weight, much more than the tractor. So we use that occasionally around to move logs, and Jill uses it to load the log deck. And as I say, we have a small stockpile of logs. And keeping wood in the woodyard, as every woodhound knows, is a challenge. Keeping wood ahead is kind of a big deal. To get it here and get it processed and get it back out takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. Keeping the log yard picked up, as anybody knows that cuts wood, it can be messy. So We try to clean up every day a little bit around the processor and keep things semi-organized as we can. So let's take a walk over, and we got a sawmill. We'll take a look at the sawmill kind of quick. So as we're walking by, we have a Kubota tractor. It's a 50 horse. We have a rock bucket on there, skeleton bucket to load firewood, and have a couple other quick attach buckets. And we also have forks that we use to load logs with. And that's in the wintertime. We have a big snow blower. We do get a fair amount of snow here, and it takes quite a while to move the snow, so the blower has been quite a blessing for us to move a lot of snow. And as I say, we save a few logs out. These are some of the bigger spruce. We do have hemlock in the lower part of the state, and we have a friend down there that also is in the firewood business, and if he gets some nice big logs, we actually trade birch down there for some nice saw logs. So we do have some hemlock and Sitka spruce that we've been using. So let's take a look at the sawmill here. We'll go over, and it's an older sawmill. It works nice. It's a circle mill. What do we have here? It looks like Miss Jill got lucky and got a moose. So we did get she got a nice moose 2 weeks ago, moose season, 57 inches wide, beautiful animal. It's going to provide us with some nice meat all winter long. Save the expensive trip to the store for the expensive meat prices. And to give you an idea how big that rack is, there is a steel chainsaw. We use steel chainsaws. Just the dealer support here is great, and I've used them on the East Coast. We had a dealer close by there that sold both. The fellow that worked with me used Husqvarna. I use steel. Both tremendously good saws. Just steel has been my preference. The sawmill is an old Frick. This came out of Pennsylvania also. It wound up in Wyoming for a few years. It's been in Alaska for at least 40 years as we know of, and we purchased it 3 years ago. The fella owned it retired. We bought it as a hobby to kind of just keep us busy. Not that we need more work, but I've always enjoyed it. I had a sawmill back east, and we take some logs and make beams and 2x6s, 2x4s, mainly for ourselves. It's an old, what they call a circle sawmill. It works fine. So we power the mill with an old Detroit diesel. It's kind of loud, but they start nice, good on fuel. It's an older building we just kind of put up to keep everything out of the weather, but it serves its purpose. As you can see, we have some nice wide 2x16 Sitka spruce planks. The wood here in our local area does not normally get much over 24 inches. We get in the south part of Alaska down in the Ketchikan area and Prince William Sound. Those spruce trees can be well in 10 feet in diameter. And we also saw birch live edge slabs. People make live edge tables. We try to keep it inside and dry, and we do saw some burrow wood on occasion.
In the wintertime, some of the woods that I happen to see or come across, I have a lathe that I work with wood in the wintertime. If I'm not in the wood yard, I'm in our shop working on making vases, bowls, that kind of stuff, with anything that's kind of unique or different and kind of keeps the energy juices running or flowing or imagination going.
Here in Alaska, we have long, dark winters in November, December, cold and dark, 5 to 6 hours of daylight here, where we are in this part of the state. And it can get very cold and windy, so it can be a little bit on the depressing side. So we stay busy in our shops, keep going, and we have the beautiful mountain views. So like right now, the snow is coming down the mountains. Winter is very short ways away. We have a short fall. Here's kind of a joke. We have 4 days of fall, and you better enjoy them. Short seasons, long winter, and long summer. This year was kind of rainy. August and September we had a lot of rain, and So this October here is starting out pretty nice sunshine, and today a beautiful 27-degree morning, which is nice for us. We're in our sweatshirts and very comfortable, and if you get working, actually in your t-shirts at 35 degrees here. So these guys are always looking for a handout. So we have Henry, he's the white male, and Remy, she's the female. Henry's pretty friendly. He will come right up to you, eat out of your hand.
And he's excited. He knows I got something for him.
So yeah, he likes the dandelions, and in the summertime, early summer, shear them, and then Jill takes the fiber and actually spins it, so she can make hats, scrunchies, socks. Alpaca fiber wool is very warm, light. So they and these guys were rescue animals, so they got a good home now, and they get taken care of, and they actually can take the cold weather. They, even in the winter, they will come outside and stand a lot, even when it's cold. They seem to enjoy the snow and the cold weather.
He has a few things to say too in this video. And as you can see, I guess I'll be bundling this afternoon.
So we have beetle kill spruce, and it's standing dry, so it's like kind of like the ash borer they have down in the lower 48. Kills the trees. Been a problem here in Alaska for quite a few years. So the wood's already standing dry, and of course the spruce gives a nice crackly snap for the campers and the hunters for their firewood outside fires. Some Alaskans do burn this in their house for heat. That's all they have, and we have to burn what we have. Even the other white wood, cottonwood, not well liked. It's a nasty, I guess, wood for some people. Wet, hard to burn, so it takes a long time to dry, kind of hard to split. We do have cottonwood here on the property. We do cut and sell some. We may try some next year in the firewood stand to see how it sells, but we're not quite sure yet. And it's been doing quite well in the honor system. We have these are about 1 1/4 cubic feet. They're a 1 foot square cube. They sell for $8. We offer 2 for $15 or 3 for $20. Been very busy. September is a busy month. Hunting season here is September. Been a busy month for the firewood business, and it keeps Jill out of trouble. I don't have to keep watching her. So she bundles at night. We have just a mechanical machine, hand wrap with a hand wrapper. We are looking into a like an Amish built mechanical wrapper, I guess, firewood wrapper. So and we also have the stand up the road. Like I said, Jill said we supply wood to at a local lodge up there, Long Rifle Lodge. They have a lot of people stop in, tourists. Also, the glacier's there. People camp. So we supply the wood there. We're kind of out away from town and the stores, so it's kind of a nice little niche to fill in here for our extra firewood. Some of the wood we have to pick up today, all birch. Well, thank you everyone for visiting our channel today. We hope you enjoyed your experience with us today, and we hope to do a couple more videos in the future on Alaska gardening, wood cutting, our sawmill, and how we live our lives here in Alaska. We do fish, hunt, and hope you enjoy the channel. Goodbye everyone, and remember to keep the sawdust flying.
Bye.